When we moved here, we had 2 children. I had a daughter 7 and a son 4. There wasn't a whole lot. There was only 1 traffic light in the middle of town. There were only 1,100 people in the city limits. We started to see growth coming into the community and more businesses coming in, and it was just starting to grow. When we started attending this church, there were only 150 resident members. It was a small church. It was a chapel, but we did have a basement in the church, and that's where children's church was held and Sunday school space.
When the University of Central Florida was first being built, someone from the Florida Baptist Convention came down from Jacksonville and informed us that a lot of people were going to be moving into the area. This place was really going to grow, a lot of young families, a lot of young couples, and they were not going to put their children in our musty basement, as he called it.
When we decided to build the elementary space, we didn't have enough money to build it.
And so these 13 men, leaders of the church, went down to the bank and said, we need to borrow some money. We need to build a new building for children. And they wouldn't let him borrow the money. There was just not enough collateral. So these 13 men put their homes up as collateral in order to build that building.
There weren't a lot of wealthy people in town, so this truly was a sacrificial giving on their part.
I've been attending CrossLife Church since 1975 when I was 11 years old. And actually, in that building is where I attended Sunday school as a kid. I remember hearing the story about the 13 men that gave this sacrifice as a kid, and I don't really think I understood and appreciated it until I became a parent of a child, and then realized myself what that sacrifice would have meant.
To put your home up on the line for Christ, that's huge.
And that building has served everything from preschool all the way through elementary school. Spanish congregation uses it sometimes. Discipleship classes use it sometimes. The Joy Ministry is also over there. Actually, at one point in time, that's where the church office was. The church library has been in there. That building has served CrossLife Church in so many ways, and they saw the future when UCF was coming, and they knew that the area was going to grow a lot. They wanted us to be ready for that.
So they've been coming, literally hundreds of kids over my time, not counting the previous time, that have been educated in that building so that they could come to know Christ. Pastor Mercer shared with me a figure that in the 20 years that I've been here, we've averaged 1 baptism for every Sunday that I've been here over 20 years.
Over 1,000 kids.
That's kind of cool, isn't it? Every time I think about that building, I think about those men who really laid it down, laid it on the line for Jesus, willing to lose their homes so the kids could come to know Christ.
One of the men who passed away just a few years ago came home and told his wife, he said, we may not have a home to live in, but those children are going to have somewhere to learn about Jesus Christ.
They set such an example for us. They created a legacy of what CrossLife is all about, of putting other people first, of thinking ahead and knowing that more people are coming and that there's lost people out there that we've got to reach.
I don't know exactly how you'd say thank you, but they need to know that literally hundreds of kids have come to know Christ because of that sacrifice they made.